Hello, I'm Lindsay Price,
And I am Laramie Dean,
and we would like to welcome you to our series called
calling all theater teachers.
That's Right. And we are here to answer questions that we have received from theater teachers who are stepping into a program maybe for the first time. Okay, here's today's question, and I feel for this question. How do I find a good substitute teacher when you need a sub and you have to leave your class? How on earth do you find a good one? Laramie?
I'm really fortunate because I live in a town with a great amount of people in education and a great amount of theater people, and I have a couple of people that I can rely on um, if I'm planning in advance. Those times when I'm not planning in advance, it's a little scarier. You really have to be prepared to hand over your classes to somebody that probably knows nothing about theater. And if you're like me, you can't waste any time. You can't just say, have a study hall today. So you want to make sure that your lesson plans are as detailed as possible, that a golden retriever could teach your classes. That's what you want. You also want to make sure, even if you're familiar with the substitute, you want to make sure that they know what the rules are in your building. I always put down the schedule with the times. I always put down what to do in an emergency. We've had several lockdowns in my school over the last couple of years, and I finally started saying to myself, if I were gone, if I were the sub, what would I want to know how to do? And I teach in an auditorium, so it's not a traditional classroom with different rules and different expectations. So you really want to be as specific and clear as possible. What would you want if you were filling in for one of your teacher friends? That's what I would suggest.
I think that is a great framework for it. Assume nothing and write it all down, and then assume that they're not going to read it. So you want to put it in as many different places as possible um, to hope and that your students have the best experience possible. And then, as you say, so that you just keep moving forward with what it is that you're learning. Thanks, Laramie.
Thank you, Lindsay.